Chapter 6. My only apology for dwelling in detail upon the experiences of these few days in regard to the bandits is to portray as conclusively as possible the power of one man clothed completely in his divine right of dominion and mastery to turn the energy and zeal exerted and sent out by a great lawless horde to the complete protection of himself and the whole district. This protection was not only afforded, but the energy and zeal released by the horde was so great that when it was magnified, energized, and returned, it caused those that would destroy to turn upon and destroy themselves. It also afforded complete protection to the whole countryside for many miles around, although the inhabitants were outnumbered by the bandits at least 3-1, and they had no visible weapons of defense. As soon as the excitement and the shock of the previous days had abated, we returned to our work with renewed interest. The Easter season was fast approaching, and we wished to complete our work in this locality in order to return to India. From this time on, our work drew rapidly to a close. The last details preparatory to the return were completed the day before Easter. We looked forward to Easter Sunday as a day of complete rest and relaxation. On our way to the temple, long before dawn, we found Ch6 seated in the garden. He arose to accompany us, saying that our chief would meet us in the sanctuary. He suggested that we return to India by way of Lhasa, thence to Muktinath, through the Trans-Himalaya Pass to Kandarnath, thence to Darjeeling. As we reached the foot of the ladder which led to the temple entrance, we halted for a moment to view the approaching dawn. Ch6 placed one hand upon the ladder and stood as though about to ascend to the tunnel entrance. In this attitude, he began talking. Light does not comprehend darkness, as it shines through darkness. When Jesus saw that he was to be betrayed by Judas, he said, "Now is the Son of Man glorified, and God is glorified in him." The mastermind did not say, "Judas betrayed me." He did not refer to Judas at all. He understood and held only to the allness of glorified Christ of God flowing through himself. Thus we see the perfect mutual action works out all in harmony in its own way. Now you can say, "Christ, stand forth more and more definitely, so definite that you are myself." In fact, now are we one body, one mind, one spirit, one whole, complete principle. You are I am. I am. Together we are God. The moment he ceased speaking, we were in our sanctuary, the center room of the Tau Cross Temple. We had scarcely composed ourselves when Jesus and a number of others, including our chief, entered the door that communicated with the ledge. As they entered, a great burst of light filled the room. Greetings were exchanged, and we were introduced to the stranger who had entered with them. He appeared to be an elderly man, yet very vital. We were told that he was one of the Munis who had charge of the caves near Hastinapur, who was returning to that district and would accompany us. He had known the great Rishi Vegas and also had met Rishi Agastya, whose hermitage is located in that most lovely yet secluded spot. We were overjoyed at our good fortune